Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the first video in which I will give a brief and an insightful account of the Human Development Index, various dimensions of Human Development Index, its limitations and its significance, and in the end I will give you a quick way forward. Please watch the video till the end and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. India ranks 132 out of 191 countries in the Human Development Index 2021 after registering a decline in its score over 2 consecutive years for the first time in 3 decades. What is Human Development Index? The HDI combines indicators of life expectancy, education or access to knowledge, and income or standard of living, and captures the label and changes to the quality of life. The index, initially launched as an alternative measure to the gross domestic product, is the making of two acclaimed economists from Pakistan and India, namely Mahbub-ul Haq and Amartya Sen. It stresses the centrality of human development in the growth process and was first rolled out by the United Nations Development Programme in 1990. Dimensions of the Human Development Index. The idea that progress should be conceived as a process of enlarging people's choices and enhancing their capabilities is the central premise of the HDI. Since its launch, the HDI has been an important marker of attempts to broaden measures of progress. The HDI considers 3 main dimensions to evaluate the development of a country. First, long and healthy life. Second, education. And third, standard of living. Limitations of HDI. HDR has always been disputable and has caught the public eye whenever it was published. It has many reasons. One of them is that the concept of human development is much deeper and richer than what can be caught in any index or set of indicators. Another argument is that its concept has not changed since 1990 when it was first defined. The first limitations of HDI: an incomplete indicator. Human development is incomplete without human freedom, and that while the need for qualities judgment is clear, there's no simple quantitative measures available yet to capture the many aspects of human freedom. HDI also does not specifically reflect quality of life factors such as empowerment, movements, and overall feelings of security or happiness. The second limitations of HDI, that is, it is limited idea of development. The HDI is not reflecting the human development idea accurately. It's an index restricted to the socio-economic sphere of life. The political and civil spheres are in the most part kept separate. Hence, there is a sub-estimation of inequality among countries, which means that this dimension is not being taken into consideration appropriately. The third limitations of HDI is that it's a vague concept. Concerning data quality and the exact construction of the index, HDI is conceptually weak and empirically unsound. This strong critique comes from the idea that both components of HDI are problematic. The gross national product in developing countries suffers from incomplete coverage, measurement, errors and biases. The definition and measurement of literacy are different among countries, and also this data has not been available since 1970 in a significant number of countries. The fourth limitations of HDI is that there's a data quality issues. The HDI, as a combination of only 4 relatively simple indicators, does not only raise the questions what other indicators should be included, but also how to ensure quality and comparable input data. It is logical that the UNDP tried to collect their data from international organizations concentrating in collecting data in specific fields. Quality and trustworthiness of those data is disputable, especially when we get the information from UN non-democratic members, as for example Cuba or China. The fifth limitations of HDI is that it's a tool for mere comparison. The concept of HDI was set up mainly for relative comparison of countries in one particular time. HDI is much better when distinguishing between countries with low and middle human development instead of countries at the top of the ranking. The last limitations of HDI is that development has to be greener. The human development approach has not adequately incorporated environmental conditions which may threaten long-term achievements on the human development. The most pervasive failure was on environmental sustainability. However, for the first time in 2020, the UNDP introduced a new metric to reflect the impact caused by each country per capita carbon emissions and its material footprint. This is planetary pressure adjusted HDI. It measured the amount of fossil fuels, metals, and other resources used to make the goods and services it consumes. Now we will talk about the significance of HDI. HDI is one of the few multidimensional indices, as it includes indicators such as literacy rate, enrollment ratio, life expectancy rate, infant mortality rate, etc. It acts as a true yardstick to measure development in real sense. Unlike per capita income, which only indicates that a rise in per capita income implies economic development, HDI considers many other vital social indicators and helps in measuring a nation's well-being. It helps as a differentiating factor to distinguish and classify different nations on the basis of their HDI ranks. Now we will be focusing on the way forward. Both sustainable development and poverty eradication are both long-term and urgent endeavors, requiring not only the gradual and substantial redirection of country policies, but a rapid response to pressing problems. Ideally, sustainable development could provide an overarching framework within which all sub-goals like poverty eradication, social equality, ecosystem maintenance, climate responsibility are framed. It is not a subset of development. It is development in a modern world of resource limits. Environmental issues are not one factor among many, but the meta-context within which poverty and other goals are sought. Investing more in public research could lead to technological solutions to poverty and sustainability problems becoming more rapidly and openly available. Hope you like this informative and insightful video. Please drop a feedback in the comment section so that I can come up with such more informative and insightful video in future. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.